Imagine you live in a small hut. You've recently fell ill, and your mother has discovered that chewing on a particular herb makes her feel better. She gets this for you, and it works, and you remember. Maybe at times you have prophetic dreams, or you go into a trance and meet a being that gives you knowledge that helps others. So you start collecting these bits of knowledge and you start helping others. They come to you for help and teaching, and eventually some start giving you objects, thanking you for your help. You are now the village wise woman, the helper woman, the doctor. Your village is small, and there is an outside city that grows large and connects by trade to the outside world. Rarely do the small villages and big cities interfere with one another. The larger cities are rapid and changing influence. They hear all of the new things of the world and grow with that. So they hear about these villages and how funny and backwards are these village folk with their strange ways. These village folk are just simplistic children, and let them be. Well, eventually the people of the city are looking for help towards a sickness, and they go in search, and they find some of this help comes from the small villages. And they make the rounds to these small villages to get healing herbs or various things. And lo and behold, after a while of this, people in the city decide, well, we can do this as well. We can learn, but we can make money off of it. So that goes on as well in the bigger cities. At the same time, they're still laughing at these backward country folk. And the Romans even call them paganus, or pagani, which means the people of the countryside. And they're considered just country bumpkins. But this goes on for a while. And eventually, the doctoring, which the men of the towns take over from the city wise women, they decide that there's something wrong with the village women. They are supposedly getting their information from the devil, and honestly, they're taking away the business of making money, which the male doctors of the villages or of the towns are all about. So what happens is they create this whole concept of these village wise women, and anybody who's providing help for trade or very cheap, they decide that they're going to be considered evil, working with the devil, and not Christian. And lo and behold, we have witch hunts and witch killing, and the mythology that these healers are in league with the devil. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people that learn about how to heal, but then they also learn about how to hurt, and some will do that. But the majority are just plain and simple healers, medicine people, wise people, and time goes on, and there's a lot of talk and trying to figure things out throughout history about these beliefs and people and so on and so forth. And eventually so-called witchcraft is allowed to be in most countries, because people have a right to beliefs and to practice what they want, as long as they're hurting no one. So that's a very simplistic, pared down version of where the whole concept of witches came from. But now, of course, we have the Wicca, and so we have connected the basic folk healers with some Masonic rituals, some Egyptian beliefs and rituals, and ceremonial magic, which is a little higher, shall we say, higher magic, due to the fact that it's a little bit more grand, a little bit more detailed. And we have what we have today with Wicca and such. And by and large, Wicca is all about doing unto others as you'd have them do unto you, as well as healing and honoring nature and nature's wisdom. And there's nothing evil about it. There are witches that aren't Wiccan, and many of them heal and harm, depending on what they believe is needed or what someone comes to them for. I personally don't believe in harming, but it's like anything. If you don't believe in it, you don't do it, and you don't ascribe to it, and you don't support it. But can people call witches evil? They can if they want, but they'd be totally wrong. It's kind of like saying a knife is an evil instrument because it can be used to hurt someone, but it can also be used to heal someone, feed someone, cut some food, cut some plants. It's all about how it's wielded. So with that, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you give this a like and subscribe, and I will come back with more otherworldly things for you to think upon. Okay, guys, love ya. Bye.